Hello, good morning. It's early morning here, around 6:30 a.m. Today's vlog is about part-time jobs. As an international student, as most of you know, you can work for 20 hours while your classes are going on, and on your scheduled breaks, you can work for 40 hours. I came here 3 weeks back and in Canada, and I mean, since it was Christmas Eve and then the New Year, so it's a vacation time, so I didn't usually apply for jobs because I was not sure about the hiring process if it was going on. But then I applied 2 days back for a few jobs, and through Indeed, yeah, and I did get a call yesterday, and I'm just on my way to meet the employer for an interview. So most of the part-time jobs will be at the stores like Walmart, Costco, etc., etc., or at petrol stations, gas stations basically, or at hotels, restaurants, etc. So the one that I'm going for is for a front desk agent at a hotel. So I'll see how it goes. Shouldn't be a problem. I mean, the only thing is my classes are starting on 11th of Jan. So as a student, you are only legally allowed to work after your classes start. So I'm not sure if the employer will be okay to wait for 2 weeks. That is till my classes starts for me to start working with him. So that's the only concern, but otherwise I think it should be okay. I don't have any prior experience on hotel industry or being a front desk agent, but my experience is into IT. But he himself on the call yesterday told me that shouldn't be a problem. So let's see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. Hello, hi all. I'm filming this after a couple of I think 3 or 4 days after the first video that you just saw. I'll talk about my interview experience in a bit, but before that I'll just talk in general about the part-time jobs. There will be a slight disturbance as I am walking, and because of the noise caused by the traffic. Yeah, so please ignore that. Okay, so coming on to part-time jobs, as an international student, you are legally allowed to work for 20 hours when your classes are going on, and on your scheduled breaks you can work 40 hours like I mentioned in the last video. But the main thing is the job market here in Kamloops. So before I traveled, as everyone, I too was a bit worried about finding a job here, because Kamloops, as most of you who would have taken an admission here in TRU would know, that Kamloops is a small city, right? And if you look at the volume of students who are here in TRU, the possibility of getting a part-time job sounds a bit narrow. So that worry was there with me as well. But right now, since because of COVID situation, as you all know, the classes are being held online, and most of the students who were here has traveled back home, right? So, and the inflow is also very less, the inflow of students for the current winter semester. So the job market is pretty good here right now. So if you can make it right now, then it will be good, right? And you can
the wages actually vary from around $14. 14.6 is the minimum wage in BC. So it varies from 14.6 to 19 or 20 or so, depends on the organization. What I have seen, so what I have seen is the non-profitable organizations generally pays good, right? I got a call from a senior care home, and they were offering a rate at around $19 per hour. So that's a good amount. I mean, usually all these grocery stores and all, they pays around $14. So compared to that, the amount that is offered at a rate of $19 was good. But then, considering the current situation, I mean COVID situation, I felt it is not safe. I mean, for the inmates there who are a bit aged, and for me personally, since I roam around and I shouldn't be going there, right? I mean, I thought it's a bit of risk taking up that job, so I didn't consider that. But like I said, jobs are available. I mean, most of the students I have seen, working in, I mean, if you go to a Walmart store, if you go to Real Canadian Superstore, if you go to Dollarama, any of the superstores, gas stations, mostly you will find, students there. Even, I saw one guy, I mean, the security person at Service Canada, I mean, he was also a student. So, I mean, it's not that jobs are not available. I mean, jobs are definitely there. And, yeah, I mean, so there are a few ways through which you can apply for jobs. What I did was initially went through Indeed. I mean, if you search in Indeed, there are a lot of jobs listed. So you can just apply, through Indeed, or the other way would be to walk in to each store and then drop your resume, right? I mean, there won't be any preferences as such. I mean, for if you walk in and then they will pick you, I don't think there is anything as such, because Indeed, I applied in Indeed, and in a couple of days I got a few calls. So you can sit at home and apply through Indeed as well. And then the other way would be to directly go to the website of each store. Like Walmart has a store website, so you can go to there and apply directly. And here you have shops like Winners, Marshalls. These are all good brands here. So you can go to their website. You can go to so their website is called TJX, right? So you can go to their website, and the openings are posted there. I did apply for a few, but though I didn't get any call, but openings are listed there, so you can go to their site and apply. So yeah, so these are a few ways through which you can apply for part-time jobs. Yeah, so before applying, you should prepare a resume. I would suggest you guys to prepare a single page resume, irrespective of you being a fresher or being experienced. I mean, it can be a simple resume. I mean, the employer wouldn't have to go through that way. The employer wouldn't have to go through so many pages, and then I mean, just put in all the points that you really want to highlight into the resume, so that in just one look he gets to know what your background is. So in your resume, you just put your education qualifications. You don't have to put your marks and all those things. Just mention what you have done last, if it is bachelor's and etc. And then you put your work experience if you have any, and then your any other skills that you have. Other than that, any certifications, any achievements that you have. So all those things will, if you can put it in a single page, it will help the employer to just glance through and then get an idea of, if your profile suits the opening or not. And then you can put your contact number, your mail address, so that he can reach out to you, right? But before applying, I mean, only start applying once you're here. Don't apply to jobs when you're back in India and you're not readily available here if he calls you. That way you're losing out on opportunities at different stores. So even after you come here, get your GIC initiated, get your SIN number, and once you're all ready, once you're all set to work, then you start applying. And when the employer calls, there shouldn't be any holdback as such. You should be ready to work. So that's when you should be applying and get the process going. You don't have to be worried about will you get an opportunity, so shall I start applying much earlier. No, when you are ready, when you have everything in your hand, you just start applying. You will definitely get calls, right? There are enough opportunities here, right? Yeah, so the job market is good here, so you don't have to worry about getting a job. You will definitely need a job. When you come here as a student, definitely you would have all your fees, the ways of getting your fees paid arranged, and then obviously you will have your GIC in place. I will make a video on initiating your GIC and after coming here, so I'll make a separate video, but you will have a GIC in place which will give you a fixed income for an year. So you will have everything in place, but still you will need a job to make some extra, to live comfortably. You will definitely need a job, and also that will be a way to mingle with people here, get used to the culture, right? And also will be some extra earnings. Maybe there are students who work full time during their breaks and pay for their tuition fees, right? So you definitely need to have a part-time job. But if you have enough backup, you don't have to work. But then like I said, the experience that you get, whatever work it is, right, the experience that you get by mingling with people, that will be always an added advantage once you're done with your studies, right? So talking about the job market, like I said, jobs are available in the grocery stores, in the gas station, hotel, etc, etc. There are many opportunities. Then so the one that I got, like I mentioned, was for a front desk agent in a hotel. So I went for the interview and I did get through the interview. The interview was pretty straightforward. He just asked me about my experience, then why I want to work there, etc. So yeah, I am kind of relieved. By God's grace, I would say, I didn't have to struggle much to get a job. I got through the job process in a week's time. But I'll be starting work only after 11th, as the classes starts on 11th, right? But that being said, every job has its own challenges. Nothing comes easy, right? So you have to come with a positive mindset, open mindset, to face the challenges, right? It won't be as easy as back in home. So just come with a positive attitude and you should be good, right? Yeah, just to add one more point. So whenever you get a interview call, prepare before the interview. I don't have to say this, most of you will already know, but then it is very important to go prepared for an interview. To get an interview call itself is tough sometimes. I got it in a couple of days time, but that won't be the case always. So you'll have to apply for at least 20 to 50 jobs in which you will only get calls for 1 or 2. So once you get a call, make sure that you are well prepared before the interview, and you get through. I mean, that being said, you don't have to be tensed and stressed up and all that way. You won't, be able to talk naturally in the interview. Just go, I mean, just take it lightly, but you have to do your preparation. Whatever organization you got the call from, just go through their website, go through the wiki page, understand what they do, what they are into, and go through some of the vlogs in YouTube on the position that you have applied for. Understand what type of questions will be asked in the interview. Don't just listen to the videos in YouTube, but instead, go through the questions and then try answer yourself. That way, you get to know where you stand, right? So the next day when you go for the interview, you'll be able to answer questions easily. I mean, it won't be a surprise. Any of the questions won't be a surprise. You will be prepared, so yeah, so that's one of the things that you should be doing before you attend an interview. Just study about the organization. If the organization is into customers, then you should be talking in line with meeting up with the customer, meeting their expectations and those kind of things. So yeah, it varies from the position that you have applied for the organization, but a detailed study on the organization and the position that you have applied for is really important. So do that before you go for the interview. Yep. And rest, I mean, like I said, just talk naturally in the interview. You don't have to make up things. If you are coming as a fresher, I mean, if you are just passed out and then coming here, obviously the employer will know that you don't have any experience, but just tell him that you'll be able to pick up. I mean, everyone starts from scratch, right? So just give him the confidence that you will be able to pick up. So that will be good enough, right? So like I said, I did get through. So I am happy and I'm relieved. So I'm just I'm going through the trainings right now here, but the actual job will start on 11th, right? I mean, that's when my classes will start. So I told him that I'll start only on 11th, right? So I hope I have covered everything, almost everything, at least my experience. So I hope you guys will find this useful. But if you have any queries, further queries, please do put that in the comment section, and I will definitely reply to those. Also, do please like the video, hit the subscribe button, and do share the video with your friends so that it will be useful for them as well, right? Okay then guys, take care, bye.